Welcome back to another week at Into Music Drum Store. This week, although we don't really touch vintage gear, we seem to have a lot of it come through. Some really nice old Slingerland and Ludwig stuff. Cymbals, snares, kits, you name it, we have brought it this week. We push some really cool kit deals over the line and continue shipping all of your online orders. And we recover from a very busy weekend with the hire company and in store. So let's go for another week. G'day, it is Tuesday because yesterday was bank holiday and I was off. So the vlog starts here. Ollie was in work yesterday. He opened the shop 10 till 4, but I had the day off because we had an extremely busy weekend with the hire company. So yeah, well-earned day off for me yesterday. Last year, August bank holiday was the busiest weekend for hire for us. So we were prepped for this year, we were ready for it again. And from Thursday morning last week, I sort of checked out of the store side of things. My head was in the hire side and we managed to deliver 8 jobs over like 3 days. Now, granted, some of those were dry hire jobs that were collected from the store, but 8 jobs over 3 days, I'd be happy with that if we could do that every weekend. Thursday, I spent the whole day prepping. We did drum kits, backline, amplifiers, all sorts were prepped. It was a good mix of acoustic and electric for private clients, festivals, everything. And it was all collected on Friday and it went out the door. So that was 5 of the 8 jobs prepped and already out before the weekend started. On Friday, me and Ellie travelled down to Norfolk to help Dan Moss with his debut event, the Drum Hang, which was an incredible afternoon and evening. A very long day, but well worth it. So the hire company did all of the PA for Dan's main stage. So Darby Todd, Jamie Murray performed. Both were incredible. And Into Music Store went down there. We did a little pop-up as well and sold some product and saw loads of you guys. We just dropped a full video on it as like a little bonus on our YouTube channel. So if you go and check it out, there's actually a chance for you to win a £479 Sonos snare drum as well. So go and check that video out. Go and win yourself a snare drum. We were back early hours on Saturday morning, a few hours sleep, straight back up to drop off hire jobs that required us to set them up. So we did an Americana music festival event. We did some private party. It was a really, really busy Saturday for sure. And then Sunday was collecting it all again and bringing it back to the shop. So yeah, well-earned day off yesterday on Monday. But we're back in today, we're raring to go. We've got the van to unload of all of the gear that we took out. We've got all of the dry hire jobs coming back as well that need to be prepped and put back into stock. And I got up nice and early to catch up on emails and inquiries and WhatsApp messages. Obviously being out of the loop for 4 days, you can imagine what my inbox looked like this morning. So many people concerned where I am if I don't reply in a day or two, which I appreciate very much. You're concerned for me. However, we've said it once before, we're only a very, very small team, and there's like 3 of us that can pick up customer service messages. If you don't get a reply straight away, we will get back to you within like 24 to 48 hours, depending on how busy we are. Bank holiday weekend as well means that it was going to be delayed. Even though someone was in store, Ollie was on his own yesterday, so even if you rang the store and the phone rang through, he was probably with customers and things like that. So we aren't a big organisation. We haven't got people sat on computers waiting to reply to your messages, but we always will get back to you as soon as we can. But on a nice note, I was looking through the order sheet of what sold over the weekend, and there was 2 kits that we had in on commission for customers. So sometimes it doesn't make sense for us to buy those kits off you guys for cash. Sometimes we'll push the commission route because we feel like we can get more money for you at the end of the deal. It might mean that it sits for a few months or whatever, but it means that you guys get the most money out of your kit. So 2 commission kits sold over the weekend. So it was really nice to email those customers this morning and say, I've got some money for you. What's your bank details? So we sorted that out. Those kits are going to leave us today along with another one that's sold from our stock. All our other orders need to leave. So yeah, it's going to be a busy Tuesday. So let's crack on. So I was just having a little walk around the store, seeing what I've missed out on over the weekend. And Ollie has taken in as a part exchange this fantastic BDC in Fistral Blue. It's had a bass drum mount added to it, but we can see past that. It's in fantastic condition. It looks like it's hardly been used. But he took not only a 22, he also took a 20 from the same guy as well. So we have a 20-inch version, 20, 10, 14, and a 22, 12, 16. So you could have one monstrous BDC Fistral Blue kit with 2 bass drums and all the toms, or you could just have a big kit and a small kit, or we're probably going to sell these separately anyway. So whatever you want to do. But yeah, fantastic kits. Love these. Not sure what the deal was, but we'll check it out in a sec. These are going to be hitting the site later today. So unfortunately, there is no highlights reel from last week like we sometimes do in between these vlogs on a Monday. Because, like I say, we was busy on the hire, but also I spent the whole day last Wednesday with Joe from Meinl in our Meinl lounge in our studio next door, recording a really, really cool, top secret video, which probably isn't going to go out until the end of October after Drum Show. But yeah, it's a fantastic video. I really, really enjoyed having the day with Joe and getting our hands on some maybe special things, who knows? But yeah, watch out for that because it is going to be a really good video. For those of you that say we only put Evans heads on kits, we put on what the customer asks for, and this customer has actually asked for some coated Remo Emperors on this incredible DW Collector's gold badge. You saw us sell this a little while ago. The customer's been on holiday, so we've kept it for him. He's now back. We fitted it with the heads of his choice, and it's heading out the door. However, it has just ruined my fingers, because you may or may not know, the DWs have these true pitch tuning rods, which are the tiniest threads in the world. So when you're trying to finger tight them, it just wrecks your fingers. They are horrible, but they stay in tune very well. So I guess they do their job. But yeah, this kit is now tuned, ready to go. And we're going to get it packed up and to the customer. Bit of a busy one today. We haven't really had a chance to film much just because we've been sorting out stuff and unloading the van and getting kits back on display and things like that. So just a tidying day, and you don't want to see that, that's boring. But we have had some people in the shop. We've done some deals, we've done some buying, we've done some trades, we've done all sorts. And I've got some gear to show you. Now, one of the things, oh, Ralphie's here. What do you think to all the new gear? Yeah, he likes it. Yeah, one of the things I always say is we don't really do vintage gear. It's not our bag. We leave that to the guys that know what they're doing. If you need vintage gear, you go see Rusty Drums, Drumatic, Tom's Drum Shop, and all those guys that do a really, really good job at what they do with the vintage drums. But I couldn't resist a few things today that were offered to me because they're just absolute classics, and one of them especially is pretty rare. So let me turn this camera around and show you what we've got. Hello, mate. So we'll start down here. The dog did not come in on the part exchange and is not for sale. Are you, mate? So we have got a Slingerland 80s chrome over steel in fantastic condition. Really, really nice, that one. I'm going to skip this one really quick and come back to it because this is my favourite. We've got not a vintage drum, but it says vintage on the title, I guess. A Sonor Vintage Series 14 6.5. Another not vintage drum, Pearl Sensor Tone Bronze. Now, the cool thing about this is the guy that had it, it was in quite bad condition and quite pitted. So he's had it refinished in like this really cool relict bronze finish, which I just think looks fantastic. It looks really, really cool. But back to that vintage gear I was on about. Check this out. This is a Cloud Badge Slingerland Radio King in fully working order. It's just fantastic. In the best colour as well, in my opinion. Yeah, that is just... I've never, ever had one. Like I say, we don't do vintage drums. I don't think I've been offered one. So yeah, couldn't pass up on that. A few cymbals, vintage and non-vintage. There's a Zildjian K set of hats, special custom dries, and a really nice Peisty 602 vintage ride there as well. And then there's this, a Ludwig, 60s Ludwig, in the best colour, in the best finish. And we've had a few of these in before, and they've always been 20-inch bass drums. This is a 22, 13, 16. So yeah, big boy sizes, fantastic condition for its age. Got the rail mount, real deal. Got all the baseball back dampeners on the inside. Just a cracking little kit. So yeah, what a nice little haul. There's a few other bits that we've had as well, like this K Custom hybrid ride, and some other stuff that has already gone out with people this afternoon. So we're gonna get all this listed, and then lock up and go home. I love a fridge restock. So satisfying. It's Wednesday and we're in work, and there's a few little jobs that I didn't get finished yesterday that I've come in to do whilst the shop's closed and it's nice and quiet. So some more listings to do. Those BDC kits didn't get done yesterday, so we're going to sort those out, and some more listings and something to build as well, a new addition to the shop. So I'm going to crack on with that whilst it's nice and quiet. So I was just building a couple of these DW Go Anywhere practice pad kits. We've just brought 2 in off a customer and they needed building. So here they are all complete. I think these are great because they literally fold up on one stand. You've got one cymbal stand and a whole kit's worth of practice pads to practice on at home. So yeah, these are going to get listed on the site. Check out my new Dr. Liston stand. So we saw Keith last week, Keith who owns Dr. Liston's, and I really like Keith. We had a good chat. We've been selling his new product for a little while in store, and we trialled it with like a countertop display. Just because, you know, it's another cymbal cleaner. That's what, you know, it was on the market. But this is definitely more than another cymbal cleaner. Honestly, it's amazing stuff, and the range is great. I love the branding on the range, and it covers everything. So we've got like the cymbal cleaner, cymbal polish, drum remedy, chrome polish, lemon oil, and yeah, loads of other little products to clean your instruments, not only your drums, but your instruments. And like I say, it's gone down really, really well. It's been flying out. Maybe it was Ellie's smell test in the vlog. If you're a regular watcher of the vlog, Ellie did a smell test when she took over the store for a little while, and she said it smelled amazing. So maybe I might rebrand this freestanding display and call it Ellie's Smell Station. Maybe that's what we need to do, missed a trick there. So yeah, really nice to see Keith, really nice to install and upgrade our Dr. Liston stand in store so that people can come and browse the product. It's Thursday afternoon actually. I've been in on my own this morning, so I was rushing around to make sure that we got all the orders out the door and deal with some customers as well that came through. We sold a nice hip kit, Yamaha hip kit, actually as a package deal that we launched a few weeks back, where you get the hip kit, the cases and a crosstown hardware pack, making it like the perfect gigging kit and gigging setup in the venue in just 2 bags, which is amazing. So yeah, that's gone out the door, and we've purchased some stuff as well. So I thought that's where we'd start today, show you some of the snare drums that have just come in. So, starting with this, just a bit of a classic. No pun intended. It's a Premier Modern Classic, chrome over steel. Now, I don't know too much about these, I'll be honest. I don't know if that's the original throw, but if it is, I love that. Yeah. I've never seen a Modern Classic with a throw like that, so I'm not sure if it's been added afterwards, but it looks pretty standard as well. Oh, I don't know actually. Maybe not. Cool throw though. It's got the swivel on it, and it just glides really nicely. So yeah, Premier Modern Classic chrome over steel. That'll be hitting the site. Now this one is my favourite. This is a Gary Noonan special. I love Gary Noonan's drums. I've got a few. My favourite is my Purple Heart Maple. 13x7. This is a fiberglass. So it's a fiberglass shell with a purple outer, and I don't know what it is. It just sounds like nothing else. Really, really do like that. So I'm going to show you this one in a second. And funny enough, we finished the day yesterday talking about Keith, and here he is again. This is one of Keith's early KD custom drums that he made. Vintage series, I think he called them. Yeah, vintage series. So these are birch mahogany. Yeah, the shell on that's really nice as well. Really nice build. Got the KD badge. And again, an equally sounding phenomenal snare drum. These have both got Evans Genera heads on, so you'll see the difference in the two. Sorry, we'll try that again. Phone rang. Yeah, I don't know where we got to, but yeah, that's what I was saying. They've both got Genera heads on them, so you'll really hear the difference in the fiberglass versus the standard wood shell or birch mahogany shell. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to show you what these drums sound like. Next job on the list, a few deliveries to go through. This is from Gretsch. This is a Catalina Maple in Satin Deep Cherry Sunburst, a little 20-inch shell pack, I think, which is for a customer that we've ordered in. He came in store last week, so we're going to get this built for him today or tomorrow, and hopefully he'll collect this weekend. But for now, I'm going to go through this minor order and see what top-ups we need this week. After all that, it wasn't even the order I thought it was. This isn't our weekly top-up from Meinl. This is mainly a delivery of customer orders. So this is the direct drive cajon pedal with the static link bar. That's going straight out to a customer, along with these Remos, some white suedes that we ordered in because we don't keep those in stock. So that now completes that order, and we'll get that one out the door. There's some Sonic Energy product in here. This is a therapy tuning fork, master fork, 128 hertz. So that can go straight out to the customer. A smack stack, which I think is going with the cajon pedal, actually, to the same guy. 22-inch HGS. And a 21 polyphonic. How many of these have we gone through in the last few weeks? Loads. Been a bit rubbish again today. I'm very sorry. Like I say, I've been on my own and it's been busy in the shop, so I haven't had a chance to pick up the camera. However, it's meant that we've done some good business, and that's always good. So let me spin this camera around. We have a gap on our Gretsch display. We had a really nice white marine Gretsch Renown stud here, which is now gone. We've sold that this afternoon. However, something is coming tomorrow that I think might just fill that gap nicely. So watch out for that, because it's something pretty special. So yes, this Gretsch is going to need a bit of a tidy up tomorrow. Fill the gaps. I've got one more important phone call meeting that I just need to jump on, and then that's me done for the day. So hopefully we're all back to normal tomorrow, and I can show you some more gaps. It's Friday morning, and it's also the end of the month again already. So I've been sat doing some invoices, paying some people, doing the roundup for the end of the month. Ollie's got your orders out the door, and yeah, I'm just sort of sick of looking at this laptop screen now. Been sat here for a few hours. I've just nipped into town and I found these. Does anybody remember these sweets? This wasn't the original brand, I don't think. There was an actual brand for them, but they're like strawberries and cream, like hard-boiled sweets. I used to remember getting them from Woolworths. I'm well excited about those. That's going to see me through Friday. So yes, done all the invoices, done all of the admin that needs doing, and put out some more fires. And I think it's time to go and check out some drums. So let's go. Look at that. Catalina Maple, 10, 12, 14, 20, matching snare drum for like £839, I think it was. Absolute stunner. Really, really like that. And if we head down to the bottom showroom, this is that something special that I was telling you about yesterday to fill a hole on our Gretsch display. So believe it or not, this is actually used. So come from a good customer of ours, not a mark on it, in the most stunning green sparkle. Bass drum mounted, and he's actually fitted the diamond mount on the tom, which I think is a really nice addition. So got rid of the rims mount, direct mounted diamond clamp on there as well. 302 hoops. Currently got Ambassador fiber skins on it. Sounds fantastic. Looks amazing. And that is going to fill a gap on our display very, very nicely. This is going to hit the website. I think it's going to be about 2,300, which is quite a good buy for a kit like this. So there we go, an end to another fantastic week in the shop. Some good gear in, some good gear out. It's felt like a long week though, to say that it's only been 4 days because of the bank holiday. It has felt like a long one, but we did it. It's the weekend. Ollie's in tomorrow. We've already got some nice deals lined up for him tomorrow, so hopefully he has a good day in store. Now, this is actually going to be the last vlog for a little while, because mentioned it enough times on the vlogs that I'm actually getting married in 2 weeks' time. So when the vlog week would fall is the wedding week, and then we're on honeymoon, and then we've got loads of other stuff going on. So there's going to be a bit of a break in these, unfortunately. We've got some videos that we're going to try and get edited and put out in the meantime. But yeah, and we'll be getting into busy period. We'll be getting into drum show period and stuff like that. So it'll be cool to have some time off in September, recoup a little bit, and hit the ground running from October. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in a little while.